Hello YouTube friends, it's your boy Brad here again with another video. Here to do an update on the Elephone W7 GPS watch. We start with, this is not the original watch from my previous videos. I had to replace it. And the reason I had to replace it, in this video, please watch this video. I think there's some good information here for those that looking at purchasing this watch and those who have it and may have to replace it in the future. Some things I found out. My other watch, you know, where you pull it apart here, seen the videos, you got your USB plug there, pull it apart, it broke. And I don't know how it initially broke, how I initially broke it. It wasn't from pulling it down, just one day it was bent. But that's a slight, I would say the weakness of this watch is it's a good idea the way they have it. You don't need a cord or anything. You just plug it into the USB and it charges. But that is a weak link, so be careful with that part of the watch. When you pull this, don't pull down. Say don't pull down on it. You know, they show you wiggle it side to side and kind of pull it off, pulling outward. But it did break off going that way. But then I replaced it. So I got a new watch. This came in last Thursday. And I said, okay, got my new one in. And the funny thing is that when I went to take my old one off my hand, the whole USB thing came off. So it was just in time. No problem. Got the new one in, charged it up, went to bind it to the app, and I spent all day trying to get this watch bound to my phone. The Bluetooth would just not take. No matter what I did, I uninstalled the app probably 4 or 5 times, trying to clear it. I reset the watch a bunch of times trying to get them to talk, and I'll tell you what happened. In the app, where you go to the screen, I'm gonna grab my phone, let's go to that screen. You go into settings, and in here you go Bluetooth, and you see it automatically starts searching. At least from my phone, it had the old one in there, and even if I delete the old one and I said search for the new one, it would not do it. Even when I uninstalled the app and reinstalled it again like 4 times, when you come here and you go search for Bluetooth, it shows the old code, but it won't connect to it, even though I had the watch turned off. Matter of fact, I took the watch and I cracked it up and it took the battery out of it. No matter what, it still has the old Wi-Fi ID, I guess maybe that's what's called, in there. Even when you uninstall the app and reinstall it, it's always there. So this went on all day. And I tried everything that I could think of. I even contacted Elephone through you can go here and down to feedback, and I sent them a thing. I hadn't heard back from them. They will respond. I've hit them up several times. No matter what I did, I could not get this watch to bind with this phone. I did not want to delete. Let me mention this. Once you uninstall the app, reinstall it, the data is still in your phone. All of your runs and your times and your exercise, all the information is still there because it is stored. And I'm going to go back to, this is in the settings. So if you go to the settings in your phone, I'll go back 1 step, and we'll go back 2 steps. And you can come up and you have all your apps, and you can come up to your High Move app. Click on that. And then if you click on storage, and then you'll see that all your data and all your information is there. This is how you do this. This is why I'm making this video. After going back and forth, what you have to do, you don't have to uninstall the app. You have to clear the cache, which is not necessary. But here's the important thing. You got to clear the data. Once you clear the data, and then you go to open the app again, it's going to take you back to that initial screen where you have to log in again, and it's going to it's going to take you through a step-by-step process of binding to your watch again. And then it's going to pick up the Wi-Fi signal from the watch, and it's going to all come together. But all of your old data is gone. Just want to say that all of my old data is gone, because once you say clear data, that's all of your exercise, all of your steps, all the stuff that you had in there before. You got to go and reset up your height, your weight, and all those parameters that you had to do before. You have to go back in and do those again. Once you do that, everything works fine. So that's how you do that. Do want to mention that white balance on this is really changing colors to pink. Replace the watch. Like I said, still a great deal. About $20 for one of these. Work great battery life. My old watch, whenever I was going to go for a run, and it would take, oh my gosh, sometimes up to the entire 2 minutes before the GPS locked in. That was average. I mean, 1.5, 2 minutes. This watch is locking in at about 20 seconds. Don't know why there's a difference, but this one's locking in at about 20 seconds. I mean, I go outside, and before I can get my stretches done, it's saying, I used to have to start it and start it to looking for the satellites. This one's doing it much quicker. The other thing is, my other watch had gotten to where it would not show the right temperature. It would show the right conditions, whether it was cloudy or sunny or whatever that situation might have been, but it would not show the right temperature. This one is right on point. I don't know why. Both watches were up to date. Don't know why this one's doing it correct. So that's another thing that happened when I'm say upgraded, but replaced it. So this one's is quicker to log into GPS. It also is showing the right temperature and conditions. Let me think. Is there anything else? Again, just want to mention, you might have to clear your data, and that's where you'll be able to lock in, get the Wi-Fi signal to connect with your new watch in case you have to replace your watch. I still have not found replacement bands for this watch, for these watches. I looked online, and I don't know why I don't see them on eBay or AliExpress or anywhere else. But I have not had to replace a band, but I'm thinking if you wanted to replace the band, because you have to pull this thing apart to charge it, so eventually the charging side, you might think, would wear out, and there would be bands available, or even just variety bands out there would be available for this watch in case you wanted something different, but I have not seen those yet. If you guys have, put something below, let me know about it. Again, just wanted to do a video on that, and I hope this helps someone, and you guys have a blessed day. Bye-bye.